delicious Singapore hawker foods in Geylang. Welcome to another food adventure with Getting Lost. Today we are still in Geylang and we are trying foods like this fish soup, this noodle dish, this rice dish with lots and lots of gooey curry, and much more. So join me in Geylang Road as we eat our way through the road and all the good food there. Welcome back to the food adventure. We are actually along Geylang Road and we've been here for a few weeks now, and we're going to try something new, something different, something that you cannot find much nowadays in Singapore. It's quite rare, and we're going to try this at this place here, which we're actually along Geylang Lorong 21 now, and we're going to this restaurant called Sir Seng Herbs Restaurant. And this is the restaurant itself. It's actually a restaurant that's been around for quite a while, and we're going to try something that is quite rare in Singapore nowadays, which is called herbal turtle soup. And we're going to try this at this restaurant, and the menu will be coming up now. They also sell chicken, but what we're going to try their double boiled turtle soup. This is the appetizer. Okay, which is actually just cucumber with lots of garlic and black vinegar. This dish itself is very garlicky and also very vinegary, and it's a bit overpoweringly sour and not very refreshing. But we are not here to eat this dish. We are here to actually try turtle soup. Okay, first of all, the turtle we're eating is not an endangered species turtle. It's actually a species of turtle which is actually a soft-shell turtle that has been specifically bred for consumption. These are not the turtles that you get from the pet store. These are turtles that are actually farmed for people to eat. And these are just some of the utensils we have, normal utensils. And here is the turtle soup with yam rice. The yam rice itself is just average, and the turtle soup itself cost me $14 for a small portion. And here's the soup itself. The soup, if you look at it now, looks quite ordinary, but there's lots of herbs that goes into the soup itself, and of course turtle meat. Okay, let's just go inside and have a look. Yes, this is turtle meat. So there are lots of like gelatinous skin and shell of the turtle which is here, and the meat itself, surprisingly, the texture wise tastes like boiled pork, but then there's lots and lots of pieces of gelatinous skin and shell in the soup itself. The soup itself is a very nice herbally soup, which is quite nice, except that there is actually an aftertaste, a special herb that gives it a very unique and fragrant, almost flowery aftertaste, which I don't really like. But if not for that, I felt that the soup itself is quite nice. And here's the soup itself. Overall, the soup is nice, just that I don't think I will want to try it again because of the aftertaste. Other than that, it's a nice herbal soup. As you continue down Lorong 21 Geylang, you'll reach Sims Avenue. And once you reach Sims Avenue, you need to turn right and walk straight all the way down. And if you actually look across the street, this was a coffee shop that we actually ate the wonton noodle in the previous video. But we're not going to eat there now. We'll continue walking down the road until the next lorong, which is actually Lorong 23 Geylang, and we're going to stop at this place called Food Cherry. That's the name of the shop itself. Yes, here it is. And we're going to go in there. And this place is one of the places I like to come to for supper because they open to quite late at night. Late nights. And here we are at night time. This is Sims Avenue. And this is Geylang Lorong 23. And here is the shop. It's a small little coffee shop. Very quiet area. But what they serve here is ban mian, or handmade noodles. And this shop only sells one item only, but they sell noodles in different variations. And one of the items I tried here before was, or one of the items that is a bit unique here, is that they serve their ban mian together with pork belly, or nowadays it's quite popular nowadays, you can have it with the soup, which is different. So what the soup you can have it different is, what I chose was tom yum. So you have the ban mian together with tom yum soup. So this is the ban mian itself with tom yum. This one cost me $4. First of all, the tom yum itself is nice and spicy and goes very well with the noodles. The noodles also cook very nicely. It's nice and chewy and delicious. Tom yum soup itself, even the broth for the normal ban mian, is quite tasty and quite delicious. So this one is the one with the pork belly, but the one I actually ordered was tom yum soup. Gives you an extra spicy kick. Sometimes you need that in the night to keep you awake. And we are back along Geylang Road, and we're going to try a different food here now. We're going to go to a restaurant along Geylang Road, and this is the restaurant itself. If you come here during dinner time, as you can see, the place is packed. They actually occupy 2 shop lots, and both places are full. And it's not uncommon for them to have long queues during dinner time. So the best time to come here is when they first open, around 5 to 5:30. And the name of the place is called JB Aming Restaurant. They mainly sell seafood, but one of the signature dishes is called the Sanlo Mi Hun, or more commonly known in Singapore as Chao Da Bee Hoon. And this is the dish itself. Look at that. So it's a plate. This plate cost me $7. It's actually a plate of bee hoon, which is slightly crispy on top, with egg, meat, pork meat, some little shrimps, and surprisingly underneath this there's actually some blanched vegetables. The noodles itself is not too oily, which is good. And once you bite into this, what you really taste first is the egg taste, and then after that the noodles taste. But what I think is good about this is that the noodles itself is not too oily. Some of them is maybe a bit too oily, but this one is not. What I also ordered was this. We call it the King Pork Ribs. This one cost me $12, and it actually comes with a nice sweet and sour sauce. And the pork ribs itself, depending on the cut of the meat that they use for the pork ribs, some of the ribs were a bit tough. Some that has more fat in it were nice and tender. But the sauce itself is a bit strong, a bit sweet. But this dish itself was created to be eaten with rice. So if you eat it together with rice, it will actually goes very well with rice. And let's go back to the Chao Da Bee Hoon itself. So here's the noodles itself. The noodles itself is also very well seasoned. As you can see, it comes apart easily and slightly crispy on the top. And inside the dish itself, you can see there's actually pieces of pork and little shrimps inside. So overall, good, well seasoned, slightly crispy, not too oily, a very good Chao Da Bee Hoon. If you are in this restaurant, this is one of the items you should order. And now we are back along Geylang Road, and we're going to head further down the road until we reach Lorong 35 Geylang. And we're going to eat at this place called New Caesar's Cut Restaurant. And what they sell there is Caesar's Cut curry rice. And this restaurant itself is very popular for dinner and supper, especially supper. And it's just directly next to Lorong 35. And opposite this restaurant is actually the infamous Sin Huat eating place, where Sin Huat restaurant is. And this place is infamous for its price and having no menu. One time when this place was closed and I walked past, I saw there was a receipt. I picked up the receipt and the receipt was for $600. And that's why I have not eaten at this place yet. Maybe one day, far in the distant future, I will try, but not today. What you do is you join the queue, and then once you reach the counter, okay, you look at all the different items they have. They have different types of vegetables, meats, egg, you know. Then you tell the person what you want. Okay, either you want to eat there or take away, and then they will put all the items onto a plate, and then will douse it with different types of sauce and curry, and then they'll give it to you. So there will be different types of items there, like different types of meat. You know, they can have a pork chop, curry chicken, braised pork belly, different types of vegetables, different types of eggs. You know. So choose and pick whatever you want, you know, and then make payment, and then you sit down and eat your food. Here is what I ordered. I ordered pork chop together with pad thai, which is smelly beans, and it comes together with onions and some ikan bilis, which is deep fried anchovies. And then we had cabbage, stewed cabbage, and together with an omelette. Underneath there is nice rice, warm rice. And then after that, they splash a few types of curry and some sauce on it. And if you look at the plate itself, it's overflowing with curry. And the curry almost flow off the plate. There's so much curry here, and the curry goes everywhere and covers everything. It helps to bring the dish together. The pork chop itself was just okay. I really like the pad thai, especially with the onion. The cabbage itself, nicely done, but somehow the mixture of curry gives you such a comforting feel, and mixed together with all the rice, and everything is coated together with this delicious curry. Somehow, anytime I see cut curry rice, I really like it, and this place here does it very well. The warm rice together with the curry helps to overcome any shortcomings of the dish itself. It's a very good, comforting, plate dripping with curry dish. So we are back along Geylang Road again, and we are coming to this place called Rochor Beancurd House. This is actually a branch of the beancurd we actually drank in Seligi. And this shop itself opens quite late. They say 24 hours, and you can come here for supper. This is what I do sometimes when I do not want to have anything heavy. So you can actually drink the beancurd drink itself or the beancurd dessert. You can also add in a glass jelly to your beancurd, or you can have some salty snacks. You can have dough fritters, you can have butterfly bun, you know, you can also have a Portuguese egg tart and a few other items. So this place is a good place to come for supper if you want to. They open to very late, especially if you do not want to eat anything heavy. You just want to chit chat with your friends and have a drink and a bit of snacks. So what I tried was, I tried the beancurd drink together with some pearls. These pearls are, you know, the normal tapioca balls that you actually get when you drink bubble tea. So now they should add it together with the drink, with the soya, with the beancurd drink. Overall, it's okay. It just adds in a bite texture, a chewy bite texture too. Up there is actually Aljunied MRT station. You need to walk down from that, from the station itself, all the way to this road here, which is Sims Avenue. Then turn left. Once you turn left, you walk down all the way until here. Then keep walking down. On your left now is actually some shop houses. Actually, it's a coffee shop. And then keep walking down, past the shop houses, and keep walking down some more On your left now is actually a condominium. Keep walking down, and until you reach this junction here, and the road in front of us is actually Geylang East Avenue 1. Keep walking down until you reach before the bus stop. Okay, so you keep walking down. Yeah, so from there you'll be walking down all the way to here, which is block 134. Okay, at the bottom here there's a restaurant. There's a coffee shop that we're going to eat at, which is called Hong Chin Fish and Duck Porridge. And this is the shop itself. I came here slightly before lunchtime, and here are the items that you can order. You can order braised duck and all different items, but this place is well known for fish soup. What I ordered here was mixed fish porridge. So the porridge comes together with both sliced fish and fried fish. And what you get, first of all, when you drink the soup is good. It has a clean flavor and super flavorful. And what this place is famous for, the fish itself. The fish is super fresh. Okay, you can get that when you taste the fish itself. It has a very nice bite texture to it, and the taste itself also is very fresh. And that's also the same with the fried fish. So Singapore style porridge, fish porridge itself, what happens is they just take normal rice, put it in a bowl, and they put in the fish soup on top of it, and they call this porridge. Very different from other countries like Hong Kong, where they boil the porridge the rice for a very long time to break it up. Here you actually want to have the rice itself to be still a bit firm, and then drink it together with your soup. Overall, this is actually a very good fish soup. Open only for lunch, so if you are in the area, drop by and give it a try. You won't regret it. So we have explored the food scene in Geylang. I hope you all enjoyed it. Before we go, I'd like to actually thank one of the viewers out there, Gayan Pramudika. He actually sent in a comment asking me to actually explore and make a video about the food in the Geylang area. I hope you actually enjoyed it, and thank you for your suggestion. And before we go, as per usual, you know what to do. Please like, share and subscribe. You don't have to, but I would appreciate it if you do. And the most important thing, the thing that you must do, is to join me for my next food adventure. Bye bye.